Welcome back to Kin in Line. This is part 25. I did say earlier that I have two parts or components of my drawing personality, and apart from all those drawings you've seen from life, I also drew from the imagination, or just basically from the subconscious. So while based in Kimberley in the army for 2 years, I was there for about 18 months, I think. Most of it in the media center, so I had access to paper and pens and so forth. And here I drew a sort of a cubist type figure. So I was very much still an anti-apartheid campaigner, and I think this is an African face, which works quite well for me. So all these drawings are of a similar nature. These are from the subconscious, or imagination, I guess. Quite an interesting character here as well, with a bird attacking her, flying down, swooping down. But here you can see the shading. This is what I was attempting to do in art school, never really getting it. So here's some weird and wonderful things. Which way up is this even? I think I might work better this way. Yeah, sure. Totally comes alive this way up. So pretty abstract, but look at those little faces hidden away and spikes, and can't even remember this one. It's a nice surprise to see it. Some sort of cables up top there. This one I also hadn't recalled at all. So for me, these don't have the same significance in that they're not drawn from life. So, but from the point of view of drawings, I quite enjoy them. I mean, that's just me exploring the use of line in a more abstract way, sort of without. And here's a totally abstract composition. I mean, it's very easy to say it's abstract, but usually the eye finds something in the shapes, and it's usually a face. So I think finding faces is unavoidable in any sort of drawing or painting, anything. There's always going to be a face emerging. That's humans are basically designed to recognize faces. So here's another one. Large-nosed character. I see the date is 81, so I might still have been in the army then. Felt tip pen, a lot of fun. And another face, abstract face. Will we find a face here or just a figure? There's definitely some sort of shape, whether it's animal or human, I'm not sure. Those look like eyes. So Look at those glasses. They're never going to fit on this guy's face. Unless they're very far away and they're looking smaller due to perspective. But look how I'm having fun sort of creating form using these lines that eluded me for so long at art school. Now I've just it's just come so naturally in this. A rather bizarre or macabre bicarb clash of two. One looks like a decomposing figure on the left, and the other guy's just a skull. It doesn't tell you a very positive thing, anything very positive about where my headspace was. Another bizarre character. Let's see how he's in a nice flat landscape, having a fag, multiple noses, and then a face sort of emerging where his ear should be. Again, nice use of line to define the form. My hankering for the beach continued because I'd grown up on the seaside, at the seaside. But this was a tropical island type of scenario with interesting heads and palm tree and volcano, lovely waves breaking there with a bit of a backwash as they come ashore. Bit of cross-hatching at the bottom there, which doesn't really help. But otherwise, I quite enjoy this. And then, so this was probably modeled on my younger brother, Don, who was the most prolific of the four Bentley boys in terms of surfing. He wouldn't be flattered by the face, which looks almost ghost-like, you know. And those knees. A little chap with a crab, and there on the horizon is a ship, and somebody out there getting a left, would it be, or a right? No, right wave, I don't know, can't remember. Look at that board. Yeah, they had to put wax on there to make it less slippery. Feet are nice and exaggerated. Here's another surfer. And they're just a whole lot of fun. They used to get things called surfers' bumps on their knees. In the early days of surfing, they kneeled on these big long boards as they paddled out, and they would literally develop big calluses on their knees. So I think that's probably where I got that from. Otherwise, it's just exaggerating the muscles and so forth, but a lot of fun. Wave. I took to doing faces with these weird sort of, that weird effect. Pattern, almost like a doll. Here's another of those faces, African. And my concern with the political situation continued. There's a slight homoerotic feel about this, but essentially what I was trying to do was just suggest that maybe white and black should be talking to each other. I'm going to have to stop soon, but let's just see, why did I draw this rugby player? This one I'm going to probably end this slot on, but just to explain, Bob Dylan wrote a song in which he speaks about walking upside down in handcuffs. And so this was what inspired this thing. It's got an incredibly long neck. I don't think that's anatomically very accurate. But anyway, it is quite a weird concept. And I mean, we were trapped still in the army, so we were cuffed in a sense. If only he would. There we go. Yeah. So I'll leave you on this note until next time. Cheers.